Welcome friends, this is the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 6N, the full performance model. And this vehicle, it's got 641 horsepower and about 568 pounds-feet of torque when you convert everything over. And according to Hyundai, it can do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or about 0 to 62 miles per hour in around 3.2 seconds with a top speed of around 160 miles per hour or 257 kilometers an hour. Of course, this is a full EV and we have a N battery system. This is a new battery management system and it's been designed to ensure optimal temperature management across a range of different driving scenarios, including track driving, drag, sprint, etc. This EV, it's also got battery conditioning functions to help improve the performance over longer periods by reducing the conditioning time. This is achieved by optimizing the thermal management, so the system is efficiently controlling the battery temperature, and also we have increased capacity in the battery coolant heater. So this is going to speed up the heating process, ensuring that the battery reaches optimal performance levels more quickly, even after intense driving. Regarding the aerodynamics, we have a drag coefficient of just 0.27, very impressive, and the Ioniq 6N's design, it's been balanced for both downforce and drag. We have things like a swan neck rear wing, which does look pretty cool in my opinion. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. And this new wing, it's designed to enhance the downforce while reducing drag, contributing to better high-speed stability. We also have widened fenders. The fenders not only give the vehicle a more aggressive stance, but it also contributes to improved airflow dynamics, which reduce the turbulence and once again maintains stability, especially in high-speed cornering. Regarding the chassis and the suspension, we do have revised suspension geometry. The suspension system, it's been completely redesigned to improve the handling and cornering stability. And the Ioniq 6N, it is equipped with a lowered roll center, which reduces the body roll and improves the high-speed stability. We also have electronically controlled suspension, so you can adjust the dampers to your liking. Some vehicles, you can go through the various modes, never even notice a difference. Hopefully that's not the case here with this new Ioniq 6N. But Hyundai claims that these dampers can be tuned based on the driving conditions. It can allow for a smooth ride on the street while offering a predictable and responsive handling out on the track. Comment below, let me know if you would take your high-performance EV out onto a track. If you are an EV owner that's been actively taking their car out to the track, let us know what your experience has been. Okay, moving on, we also have the vehicle control systems. We have something known as Hyundai's N-eShift. Okay, this system, it's supposed to simulate motorsport style closed gear ratios. So all of this is supposed to enhance the responsiveness and it's supposed to sharpen the driver's connection with the vehicle. Very interesting. We also have the N launch control, the N drift optimizer, the N grin boost, and the N torque distribution. Let's go through them. So the launch control, it's supposed to ensure optimal acceleration off the line. Of course, we also have that drift optimizer, which is supposed to aid the driver in fine-tuning the vehicle's drift characteristics. That N grin boost, it's supposed to maximize acceleration for just 10 seconds. And the N torque distribution, it's supposed to effectively distribute torque to maximize traction and stability during aggressive driving. Okay, and there's also the N Active Sound Plus. This vehicle, it features a dynamic audio system powered by a stereo sound source and an acoustic design processor. And essentially this whole system, it's supposed to offer various bespoke sound modes that enhance the driving experience. And we have 3 different sounds to choose from. We got ignition, evolution, and light speed. The ignition sound is supposed to be a motorsport inspired sound for your most dynamic and thrilling sound, right? Then we also have the evolution, which is a heritage-inspired sound. Okay, that reflects the car's electric nature. Surprised that electric nature and heritage could be spoken in the same sentence like that, but okay. And then we have light speed, which is supposed to simulate those futuristic tones that you might expect out of an EV. I'm not totally against this. If they make it sound decent, then it's cool. Sounds can certainly add to the experience, right? So if it's well done, not a big deal. I don't think it's as goofy as some people might make it out to be. Sure, companies can screw this up. Like I know Dodge, they had some type of a fret exhaust I forgot exactly what it was called, but that was awful. But when done right, I think it can add to the experience. Anyway, we do have the N ambient shift light, which is a unique feature that provides visual cues for the driver to understand the quote-unquote optimal shift points. Anyway, we also have an N track manager. This feature enables the driver to monitor and analyze the on-track performance in real time. Hyundai is really trying to sell us this track capability of this high-performance EV, especially with all these track focus settings. But anyway, this N track manager, it's got custom track creation where drivers can design their own courses and challenges. We also have a lap time analysis, and this system can include ghost car visuals to compare performance with past laps. Finally, let's talk about the exterior, and I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. Me personally, I always found the Ioniq to look really cool from the front, but the rear end was always a bit strange. But this N performance model, it's so aggressive that I don't care about certain awkward angles. I think overall the car does look pretty cool, and we do have a new performance blue pearl color for the exterior. It's a nice color in my opinion, and we also have N performance parts. So a range of performance parts will be available, allowing buyers to further customize their Ioniq 6N for both street and track use. And these parts are going to be inspired by Hyundai N's motorsport heritage. As always, I am going to have the full press release on the screen for you to check out. And there are some specs that Hyundai has shared with us, especially regarding the battery pack. It's an 84 kilowatt hour battery. And what I appreciate about Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, and their EVs is they are rather quick to charge when you use a DC fast charger, because they are able to typically charge at up to 350 kilowatts. So you can go from 10 to 80% in about 18 minutes for this Ioniq 6N. Once again, it's under optimal conditions, but a lot of other EVs from rival brands, they take about 30 minutes to charge because they are not able to charge as quickly. They don't use 350 kilowatts per se, but it's cool that Hyundai remains one of the quicker EVs to charge up due to their capability. But they have not unveiled the driving range of this vehicle, but there are a lot of other unique details and specs. You might have to convert certain things over for it to be easier to understand, but regardless, that's pretty much everything that you need to know. And of course, they did not unveil the official price for this Ioniq 6N, but we do know that the Ioniq 5N starts at around $66,200, and on average the Ioniq 5 seems to cost more than the Ioniq 6 by a few $1,000s. So the Ioniq 6N might cost less than $66,000, and of course EVs usually come with a lot of incentives, and they're typically really good to lease. And if you are interested in purchasing or leasing a new EV, I will be sharing with you a free leasing calculator brought to you by AutoCompanion. This is a very powerful tool, and it's free to use because it shows you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. Yes, interest rates, lease programs, incentives, all of these things, they can change every month, but AutoCompanion's calculator will also update every month. And I really would not suggest leasing a vehicle until you understand these numbers and you understand what actually goes into the monthly payment for a car lease. Until you understand that, I wouldn't really suggest you going down that path, but 9 times out of 10, it is best to lease EVs because these things, they just tank in value like crazy, no matter how high performance it might be. In fact, AutoCompanion is also a car broker, and he typically has some of the best discounts and prices in the country, and he carries multiple different brands like Hyundai, Kia, and also luxury brands like BMW, Audi, Mercedes, etc. And on some 6-figure Mercedes EVs, sometimes they lease out for like $600-700 a month. So these can be obtainable. It just depends on the month, the programs that the manufacturer is running, and if you're getting a demo vehicle. Regardless of that, if you want to work with AutoCompanion, he does charge a broker fee to access his deals. He did say that if you go on his website and you fill out an inquiry form and you mention my channel, he did say that he'll take some money off of his fee, and I really appreciate him doing that for my audience. Regardless of that, I hope you found value with this content. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below, let me know your thoughts regarding this Ioniq 6N. But thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.